Every year, 300,000 people go missing in the U.S. and parks, national forests. These are their stories. Missing. The Dr. Christopher Robert story. Dr. Chris Robert was a man dedicated to serving his community, a skilled pilot. He found joy in giving back, teaching at flight school, before transitioning to a career as a firefighter and a paramedic. His passion for medicine led him to Nova Southeastern Medical School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where he met his wife. The two married in 1992. After medical school, Christopher was granted a residency at the University of Minnesota, prompting the couple to move to Minneapolis. He became an anesthesiologist at Hennep County Medical Center, where he worked for 7 years before rising to the position of Chief of Anesthesiology in 2010. The couple built a life together in the city, raising 2 children, while Christopher balanced his demanding career. December 14, 2015. Christopher attended his workplace annual holiday gathering at the Libertine, a restaurant located at 3001 Hennep Avenue in Minneapolis. His apartment, shared with his wife, was just about 9 blocks from the hospital, making for a convenient commute. That night, the party lasted into the early morning hours, and Christopher decided to walk home. It was a 2-mile journey through the quiet city streets. At 7:45, the Minnesota State Highway Patrol received a call about a body near the Groveland Avenue exit on I-94. When police arrived, they found a man lying on the embankment near the freeway. The Minneapolis Police Department was called to the scene. The body was identified as Dr. Christopher Robert. Authorities initially considered the possibility of a hit and run, but there was no sign of an impact from a vehicle. Instead, the scene suggested he had fallen from a significant height. The coroner's report confirmed the cause of death to be blunt force trauma, with an estimated time of death at 7:30 a.m. Toxicology reports indicated the presence of alcohol in his system. January 8, 2016, the Star Tribune published an article regarding the case, which included this statement: "Police have yet to determine from where Robert fell." The department spokesperson said police have yet to determine from where Robert fell. Police determined that Chris did fall from somewhere, but that somewhere could not be found. Minneapolis police determined the case closed. Witnesses who attended the holiday party saw Christopher leave just after midnight. By all accounts, he did not appear intoxicated or unsteady on his feet. That was the last time anyone reported seeing him alive. In the timeline of his final hours, there remains many questions. If he left the party shortly after midnight, he was unaccounted for until his body was discovered at 7:45. The legal limit for blood alcohol concentration in most states is 0.08. Given Christopher's size and metabolism, if he had left the party with a blood alcohol level of 0.14, his body would have metabolized the alcohol in a rate of 0.02 per hour. By 7:30 a.m., the estimated time of his death, he theoretically should have been completely sober. However, the exact alcohol level in his system at the time of death remains unknown. With no conclusive evidence explaining where he fell from, how he ended near the freeway, or what happened during the missing hours, the case was closed. But for those who knew Dr. Chris Robert, the lingering mystery remains.